season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just shedding him off there. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That's complete to Shaw. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Play action here with Rosen. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Bradley Chubb there on the tackle. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
This defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. Herbert now. Herbert has it knocked free. And the Falcons grab it. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and, boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
54, 19, Lion. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the curl, watch the curl.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that left.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
14, Chargers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Falcons 21, Chargers 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They play well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Rosen's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Falcon first down.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
21, Chargers 7.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Here's Rosen to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on 60 Bobcat.
Herbert. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
I'm on. Chance. 36.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Go. 54.
Here's Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Herbert on first down now. And to the right side here, it's Allen. There's a touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
28, Chargers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some space here. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Chargers 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Herbert has it knocked free, and the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Younghoe Koo.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
The ultimate speedster, showing that speed at this in front of this home crowd. They loved it.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
We got this. Hey, Cowboy 80. Run it. Single, single.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
Mike 3. Mike 3. 60 Mike 3. Mike 3. Come back.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Rico Gafford with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
42, Chargers 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Rosen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I won't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Rosen looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 34-yard line.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. What? The strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys in the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Across midfield and inside the 45.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And a give this time to the tailback. 122 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And now here's a carry heading left. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 24, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Stevenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch the screen. Check. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Rico Gafford, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, this will be a return from deep in the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second down and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On third down, Temple. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Falcons 52, Chargers 35.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. There he goes, right side. The 40. Past the 20. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.